race. Everyone knows. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off racing here in Jeddah for round 3 of Mckeon Division and Race Roller with the launch of the gods.
Yeah, nice host start, Roller. Nice host start. That is disgusting. He's well and truly abused the host start for this race. This one time he'll get it, and he's absolutely launched through and taken the lead immediately. Yeah, nice one. What a fraud. What an absolute fraud, honestly. State of that. I definitely do not abuse host starts every single week. But yeah, Corey's dropped down to P3 because of that. Turner in P2. Yeah, Race Roll. I mean, if he could do the courteous thing of letting Turner and Corey go because of that host start, but I doubt he will. But anyway, he's in the lead anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, and Turner's already having a couple looksies. Thinking better of it, obviously, at this time. There's lots of racing to go, but he's already having a look.
Yes, he is. He's looking pretty quick here. And how must Corey be feeling in P3? He's going to be a bit mad with that start, of course, but then also he would have got jumped by Turner anyway, so I don't think he'd really have any complaints. What a start from Elite Risks and Jitto as well. So Ogween's had a bit of a stinker. That's not what the Alfa Romeo team ordered off the start, I have to say. But
that was not in the playbook. Oh, there's a collision with the Red Bull hitting the Alpine, and then the Alfa Romeo actually hits the Alpine. We're gonna see a replay of that, ladies and gentlemen, as I go back through the field. Don't worry, we got a replay for the ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, and Griffith's just passing crowding door at the chicane here, 6 and 7, but here is that accident, so you guys can clearly see on the stream at least. Oh.
Wow, so that is Ogween right down, Elite Risks right down, and I was saying that Elite had a good start, well, not anymore.
The commentator's curse strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. I swear to God, us as commentators... We can't give any compliments to these drivers, I swear to God. As soon as we give one compliment, someone fucks up.
Yeah, I mean, that's entirely Jitto's fault, I'm afraid. He taps the back. He taps the back of the car ahead of him and causes a spin. Although it's obviously promoted him up that one position into P4. I'm sure the stewards will be having a look at that one after the race. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but it's one of those things. It's so easy to do, especially in such a tight track. And yeah, I mean, Elite has paid the ultimate price, and then Ogween. I mean, that is so unlucky from Ogween. He's the innocent bystander in that. He's not even involved in the slightest, and then just hits the car because the F1 ghosting system sometimes decides to kick in and sometimes doesn't. Let's battle for the lead. Here we go.
Oh. Oh, there's a battle for a lead too. There's a battle for the lead as well. We were watching the two Mercs at the back, Jim and crowding. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
W Turner.
Yeah, you're right.
W Turner is really close to Roller. Roller's looking very slow at the moment, I have to be honest. Yeah, Turner's looking a lot more confident in the race, despite being on pad, although I'm pretty sure he's extended quite a few times in the first sector already, so I'm sure he'll get a penalty in the next couple of laps.
Oh,
and Corey behind is all over the back of him as well. He's sitting pretty with his ERS, Corey. Got a lot more than the cars ahead of him, and yeah,
you are right.
5-car train at the moment.
One thing you have to keep in mind though, that is even though Jeddah, Jesus Murphy, but even though Jeddah might have the incident with the stewards, he is on the medium tires. He could take advantage of it as long as he doesn't have another issue, because Soar is right up his ass now.
Corey is looking for a move on Turner. Oh, this would be a bit of a dodgy corner to go for one. Man, please don't, Corey. Please don't.
Where to watch sometimes. It is very intense racing here.
Get the popcorn out for this corner. This is going to be very spicy.
We got Sora pushing Ditto. You got Corey and Turner pushing for the lead. Oh, is Turner going to go around the outside? No, he's forced around the long way around.
Boulder gets a bit of a wobble on exit though, and I think this is going to be Turner in the lead. Is it? No, he's not going for the move yet. That's very surprising.
He's still getting that slip. He's getting that slip.
Is he going to go for it around the outside?
Yeah, he's going to get this. Yeah, he's going to get this.
Yes, he can. Corey's going to nip past Roller as well, is he?
No.
Oh, not quite.
Roller pulling off the Alonso, saying he's going to take a little more than that to get by me, bud.
1.1 seconds separate the top 5. Get that panning camera shot of them. All of them in picture, you can see, going through Sector 1. That is so tight. It's obviously fastest lap.
Yes, moving up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster. Yes, you are absolutely right. Thank you for the follow, Rise Shunt.
Yes, always good to have new people watching. That's what we'd love to see. Watching the virtual version of the sport we love. As Riggs and Ogween have picked up time penalties.
This is intense. You have to admit, though, like, doesn't even matter if it's real. You got the top 5 battling it out here for a podium position here. Any one of them could fuck up at any time. Then you have P6 all the way down to fucking P9. It's actually ridiculous. Holy crap.
Yeah, Jitto's looking really racy at the moment. Thought he was going to make a move on Corey there. Is Turner going to pass Race Roller again into turn 1? Oh, they're going side by side, that is for sure. Corey tries to nip. Oh, how does Corey not run into the side of Roller? That is so close. That was very, very...
Oh my goodness. Such precise driving. Like, you have to get all your braking points down every single corner, Sam. Like, it just one little muck up with the brakes.
Very tight. Yeah, one little muck up with the brakes and you're in a barrier.
Barrier or the fucking rear end of the car ahead of you. It's just, this is...
Wow. I have a feeling Griffiths and Crowding could be joining this train, and they're going to bring a few friends with them as well.
Oh, of course.
Jam, Shut Metal, and Simbarox 1. I think we're going to have a train all the way down into P10 here. So this could be decided by the undercut, potentially, this race. Certainly not over in that regard.
Well, 9 of the top 10 are on hards. So, for the most part, as long as there's no safety car, you can assume that most of these guys will be ending this race on the medium tire.
Definitely. We're 5 laps in, and it is still Turner in the lead. I did not expect Turner to be in the lead after a few laps. That is for sure.
Well, I'm enjoying it, brother, because I really want to see you take that shot.
Oh, I'm getting a bit nervous.
Oh, look at the speed, though, from Roller and Corey.
Yeah, Roller, he had to use battery. He had to use battery to defend from Corey, and he's turned defense into attack. But Corey's going to get side by side with him anyway. Oh, this is tight. But now Roller still keeps the position.
Holy shit. The precision. I can't get over this.
Yeah, Corey's all over the back of Roller. He's... But, I mean, it's the DRS train.
It is.
He saw him wiggling his wheel a little bit. I think he's a bit frustrated with the DRS train. Tries to nip it up the inside of Jitto, but cannot do it. But wow, I mean, odds on Andres catching up to the DRS train soon as well. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Who's that?
Uh-oh, I'll let you figure it out. I'll let you do it.
It's Paraquix.
Okay.
It is Paraquix. Yeah, I was kind of worried that there'd be someone right near the front. I mean, no offense, Para, but I did kind of expect you to crash this race. I'm sure he expected himself to crash as well.
No, Mikey, no, that's so not right.
Let's see, we got Corey.
Oh.
Trying to make the move.
Through Snake Avenue.
Yeah, they're side by side. Is Roller going to give him the space and the exit?
Yeah, yes he does.
Yes, he is. But Corey's going to get the run.
Holy
Who does
shit!
Turner want to give Slipstream to?
They're both using that juice too. I think Roller's going to get a better braking because he doesn't have that guy in front. I don't know.
But
Corey does have the inside
line.
Yeah, he does.
But then, and it looks like Roller is probably going to have to back out here,
yeah.
and does.
Mm-hmm. Very nicely
Corey
done.
Taking the position.
Very.
Yeah, there we are. That was coming, to be honest. That was coming. But wow.
Well,
What a start to this race.
Yeah, it took longer than I think we expected, but Race Roller did his due diligence at least. He kept, he had that great rocket launch, and regardless of why he got the rocket launch, he got it, and he held
the great host start. The great host start.
I'm just saying, he held the position for a while. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but Turner's looking good though. Like he's on a lot more battery than Corey actually. I mean,
well, that's because of this battle with Roller, right? Corey used literally about 50% of battery against Race Roller just to make the fucking move.
So I can see Turner, he's a bit of a mistake there. He's going to be he's going to be struggling here to defend from Corey. I think Corey, he turned off his DRS because he wants to make the move on the next straight. Oh, wow. I mean, you don't know where to look here because there's battles everywhere. You have Crowding defending from Jam as well, but I think this is going to be it for Corey on the Aston Martin.
Yep.
He takes the lead.
Nicely done from the Ferrari.
And Jam swaps positions with Crowding as well. I wonder whether that was a little bit of cheeky team orders, because Jam probably has a bit better race pace, especially as he makes a bit of a mistake, but still keeps ahead. Crowding. I feel like the unknown here. The unknown here is going to be Jitto, because he's on those medium compound tyres, and potentially could spring a bit of an undercut. As Corey's broken DRS on Turner already, it's no surprise given his pace in. No surprise given his pace in qualifying, but yeah, Corey's certainly delivering with some exceptional race pace versus Turner as well.
Well, another thing you were saying too in qualifying with regards to Corey was Corey in the first sector, he's gaining almost like half a second, and that was where I saw like the big gap form between Corey and Turner. As soon as Corey got that space and he was able to, hit sector 1 the way he wanted to, that's where you could really see the difference, in my opinion.
Oh, and I think Jitto's mediums are starting to wear a bit, as he's going to try and make it.
Oh, Sword! Oh! No!
It's completely outbroken himself. And I mean, I hope Roller hasn't got damage from that. But yeah, Sora, he tried to brake very, very late to make the move on Jitto, but all he's ended up doing is hitting the side of Race Roller. And yeah, I mean, I'll have to see. I don't know whether he can get a bit of a camera angle on Race Roller to see whether he's got any damage, but Sora certainly does. And yeah, that is an unfortunate mistake from the Haas, and really frustrated from that.
Watching the replay there, you can see just losing his breaking point completely there.
Yeah, it happens. It does. It happens. It is. I mean, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for Sora, but yeah, I mean that's one lapse of concentration, and yeah, that's what can happen. Oh, Roller's lost it. Roller's P3, and he's lost his entire wing.
Yeah. We didn't actually
have damage before. He certainly does now.
We didn't exactly catch the crash itself, but we did catch the aftermath, if you will. And I think someone smashed into him as well, which may have caused damage somewhere in this top part here. Not 100%.
What we have now is we have Corey and Turner have suddenly broken clear. As Jitto in P3, Griffiths has been minding his own business and suddenly finds himself in P4. And Jitto ahead of him is on the medium, so Griffiths will certainly be quicker in the second stint. But wow, I mean, Cora, that's the Roller, he certainly wouldn't have got damage on his rear from the contact with Sora. It's just a bit of an unforced error there from the Alpine. Very uncharacteristic. He doesn't usually make those kind of mistakes. He's usually one who's not typically getting pole positions, but he's someone who is usually very, very consistent, is Race Roller. But he's just totally lost it and lost his wing.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could say maybe in his defense is, 10 laps of driving in dirty air is, not the same as, in practicing or time trials and stuff like that. Maybe, something went a little awry with regards to the car handling. Regardless, he is now sitting in P16 in the pits right now, or just coming out of the pits now.
Yeah, damn. It's way down. It's way down. Oh, I really wish I was racing in this race. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Action. Wherever you look, Crowding's hit the wall. Crowding has hit the wall. That's not ideal. Shot Metal's potentially going to try and make a move on him. Oh, don't make a move here, please.
Oh, boy.
Badly.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he's going to get it.
Crowding is aware of it, though. Crowding is aware of it. Shot Metal did have a lot more speed, but I was slightly worried.
That was nicely done.
That was nicely done. And can Shot Metal's teammate Simba follow him? The two McLarens could kind of gang up here on the Mercedes a bit, and
they've been moving up slowly but surely. They've been really quiet. We haven't really talked much about the McLaren boys, but
was just gone into the pits, but he sped into the pit lane. Now that's really going to cost him because of just how tight the train is.
And Simba did it. He's going around the inside, but is he gonna be compromised on the exit of the chicane? Crowding and Simba side by side.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God! Here we go. And it looks like Simba gonna back out. Oh, he gets a little squirrely. Forces the Haas of Andreas.
That is an incredible save, actually, from Simba. I thought he was fully ending up in the barrier there, but he saved it, and Andres manages to avoid getting damage as well. Yeah, that's mental stuff. As Griffiths picks up a time penalty as well, and you know what? I think Jam could be on for a podium. He's very much just been incredibly understated. He's not really featured that much in this race. He's kept to his own business, and suddenly finds himself in the DRS of Griffiths. So with Jito's penalty and with Griffiths' penalty, Jam's in an effective P3 here.
Yes, right as it stands.
Was Race Roller's pinned it again?
Yellow. Race. That was Roller. Oh, it looks like turn 9. Yeah, it looks like turn 9 to 10, respectively. Just seeing that.
Yeah, that's not ideal for the Alpine driver. Just gone from
for anyone just joining us,
quite frankly, horrendous.
For anyone just joining us, Race Roller was, I believe, in P3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he led off the start as well. So
rocket launch. For reasons we will not get into, but regardless, rocket launch, but now sits in P16. He's got a lot of work to do, Sam.
Yes, he does. He's begging for a safety car, probably, is what Race Roller's doing.
And meanwhile, Jam just cruising with a bruise, and he's 3 seconds ahead of Shut Metal behind him, but he is obviously catching up to Griffiths. He will have...
I think he can get the other Aston as well. I think he can get the other Aston of Will Turner as well. If he gets a bit of a slingshot of Griffiths and does the strategy right, I think Jam could potentially be on for P2 even. Corey looks quite comfortable in P1 though, it has to be said.
Yeah, once Corey finally got the move done, it was kind of just like, all right, I got this shit, you know.
Yeah, you know what? I think I've found an excuse for Race Roller. I think that's Riggs who spun. Well, Race Roller, he put a message in the Discord at like 4 AM last night, which makes me think that he went out drinking. So Roller's excuse is that he's probably hungover. That's probably his excuse. I'll give him that one.
All right, we'll give him that one. Andreas having a look at Crowding, thinking better of it. He's right on his ass. It looks like Elite Risk right behind has made the move on Mercs. But I want to watch this battle between the Haas and the Mercedes here. Look at the Haas of Andreas coming up on the inside of Crowding. As they come into that first chicane, it looks like Crowding is going to have the track position.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. I mean, it's still close.
Position.
Andreas still letting Crowding know, I'm here, buddy. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's... certainly isn't, and...
You have to think got... Sorry. Yeah,
he's got that time penalty as well, but he does look like the quicker driver at the moment.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Crowding, it looks like it will definitely be happy with getting the DRS assistance from Shut Metal to help him defend from Andreas.
As Race Roller's binned it again. Really not a good race for the Alpine driver at all.
And he has now retired from the session officially. But he's hungover, ladies and gentlemen, so he's got a good excuse.
Yeah, he probably had side pod damage or rear wing damage looking at the amount of times he crashed, but yeah, that's I've had that before and it's almost undrivable. As Jam nips it past Griffiths, so rather than just waiting for the penalty, he's just taken that position outright.
And why not? Why he should. The only thing is, I think he took him almost in the wrong position. This is usually. Oh wow, he's going early. Is this early, Sam?
I'd say it's probably the earliest you can get away with as a good pit lap for the mediums. Doesn't get held by Andres, thankfully. Yeah, I think that's a good move from Jam. I think that is a good move because he would have been passed by Griffiths into turn 1 and lost him time. So making that move and then going for the now, I think that's a very good position. He's going to be very close to Ham though, who of course had to pit quite early on. Does look like Jam is ahead though. So yeah, we'll have to see how big the undercut is from the Mercedes driver.
You're right, because he's in some nice clean air. At least there was obviously a high risk that he could be caught up into some of the traffic, but he's got some clean air, which is exactly what you want.
If I was Jam, I'd absolutely rinse my ERS, try and catch up to Turner. It's his best opportunity to do so. I think this is the point where Turner or Griffiths, one of the Aston Martins at least, does definitely react and go into the pits. I think if I was Turner, I'd be going into the pits now. And interestingly, Jam's actually come out a few seconds ahead of Jitto, who went for that undercut. So the medium to hard strap really hasn't worked at all.
I truly believe the hard tires they take like at least 1.5 to 2 laps sometimes to get the proper temperature into them, and I think that's what really hinders, especially in a mid-race situation. Sometimes you can get away with it at the start of a race, but I don't know, in the middle of a race, especially when the tires aren't like 100%, that's what I've noticed a lot of the times.
Oh, as Para's binned it. Para has crashed.
Uh-oh.
Is that going to bring out a safety car?
No. Oh my goodness, yes it has. No! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a full safety car out of nowhere.
Wow, and I think that's going to save Turner from potentially being undercutted by Jam. Yes, it is, but potentially this is very good news for Griffiths. It's good news for Corey as well, as he will keep the lead. But the person this definitely benefits the most is Griffiths, who...
Yeah, we were literally just talking pit strategies. This is messed up, bro. What the heck? So... it's obviously going to bring everyone together. As you said, Griffiths is going to be in a prime position. Crowding is looking good. Simba is going to be looking good as well.
Yeah, Simba's looking very good, although, of course, they're not going to be really featuring in terms of, like, versus Turner, for example, but... Oh, Race Rollers left the session. I saw he's hosting.
Yeah, he was. It said migrating the host.
Yeah, Rollers, why is he left?
I don't know, but that could cause a couple glitchy issues, so just keep in note. That is exactly what just happened. By the way, SLR Southerner, thank you for the follow. I know I'm a little late on that, but I saw it, and thank you.
As Corey has gone into the pits now, and as is Griffiths following behind him. Then Crowding and Simba will follow. And this is going to be really close between Griffiths and Turner. Griffiths could find himself into P2 here.
Yeah, we're just going to stay on board with Turner as we'll see if he can get ahead of his teammate and keep that P2 position. It's going to be tight, as you said. I think he's going to keep it, though.
It's going to be tight with Jam as well. Griffiths is going to get a much better run into... Oh! Okay, so Griffiths, he's got Jam.
Oh, wow! The Aston Martin strategy. That was 950 IQ by Mike Swick, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, it's Turner's left. He's disconnected.
Oh, shit. Oh,
no,
he should be back. He could be back. He can be back. It's not the end of the world. We're under safety car. His ghost will take care of him. He's not... Yeah, and he's back already, so he'll be okay. Gaming Remy F2 over F122. Yeah, honestly, there's There's certain moments where I can't disagree with that statement, but right now this race is kind of fucked up. Drive-through penalty for Andreas.
Oh, that's disaster for Andres. He's only in P12, but yeah, he's completely out of it. And yeah, I can see Turner's got back into it, so that's good. Don't have to worry about that now. But yeah, Simbarot's won in P5, so just don't go on board with him for the rest of the session, please.
Yeah, I'm not going to anymore. Fuck you, Simba. I'm trying to give you a compliment. I'm trying to like give you hype and just. Oh my goodness, I have the worst luck sometimes.
I can see, yeah. Power in the chat said that F2 is miles better than F1. To be honest, I agree. I definitely agree. The F2 cars are so much nicer to drive on this game. So yeah, Power clearly very frustrated.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan at all of the F2. Like I love real F2 racing, but when it comes to the video game, I'm not a big fan of it. So, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, I quite. Yeah, I like them. I find you can like give them some welly and they won't just suddenly drop it in the middle of a corner. Like it's actually quite fun to like, especially in the wet because it takes a full like 5 seconds to fully get the power down in F2 cars in the wet. It's fun to just drift a bit. Yeah. Do your best, Ken Block impression. Rest in peace, of course. Incredible racing driver who sadly passed away a few weeks ago. Yeah, like you watch videos of him and like Colin McRae and Sebastian Loeb giving it a full-on drift, and yeah, that's what you can do in the wet. It's good fun.
Travis Strama, I want to say his name is that his name? I forget his name. I'm hitting a bull.
I'm not sure.
You can't hear me.
As I see, Rigsy is on 15-lap-old mediums. That's certainly a strategy. I'm not really sure it's the best strategy, but it is a strategy. Because his pit crew have changed tyres for him at some point in this race, and his car does have 4 wheels on it. Therefore, they have engaged in a strategy, but he is most definitely going to get a puncture.
All right, and the safety car will be coming in, ladies and gentlemen. I have caused the most of the safety cars because of those random spins. Well, I'm sure everyone except for Corey loves you.
To be fair, Corey did kind of well. He didn't really benefit from the safety car, but he didn't get hindered by it. I think Griffiths will love him because of that safety car. Jam won't, because Jam went for the undercut and it didn't work because of the safety car. But Corey's off now. He's caught Turner napping a bit, and looks like Griffiths is going to have a run on his teammate, is he? Here we go. The 2 Aston Martins potentially dueling.
Oh, Jam tried
Griffiths
to go.
has had that time penalty. Oh, was Griffiths and Turner. Oh, they make slight contact, and Jam nips through. Oh, they're side by side. Can Turner hold it? Oh, this is going to be so tight.
Oh my
Turner
god!
much later. Yeah, Turner was the person with the biggest cojones there. Broke very late and
It paid off.
and kept the position. Yeah, he's not gonna be the happiest person in relation to his teammate. But I mean, I think that's just a bit of contact through turn 1, 2, and 3. Like, what do you expect? Oh, hello, Elite Risks is back in this race. How's he managed that? He's in P8 after that contact that he had with Jitto. He's running really well at the moment as Elite Risks, and Crowning gets a time penalty. And I'll tell you what, Elite could be on for a really good result. Oh, Zogween's left the session as well.
That may have to do with the host issue.
Yeah, well, it's to do with Race Roller forgetting that he was host and leaving the lobby after he retired in the pits. Yeah.
All right. It's all good. We'll let him know afterwards. But with regards to this race, still Corey is slowly pulling away from Griffiths.
As Crowning's nipped it up the inside of Simba, and are they going to go side by side here in turn 1? No, they aren't. Crowding just got a lot more straight line speed. As here comes Elite on sharp medal. Elite's on for an excellent recovery. I think he can get top 5 here. I don't know about you, but I think Elite risks can... He can certainly pass Simba.
Uh-oh. I
And
didn't say it,
crowding
Simba.
obviously is time penalty.
No, it's possible. We'll see if Simba has anything to say about that. It's these time penalties
he's
up
absolutely
here.
flying.
It's the crowding and Griffith's penalty that's going to throw freaking monkey wrenches into everyone's plans.
Yes, it is.
And that was the thing. There's the thing we were talking about earlier. Sector fucking 1. Corey has now just jumped half a second, literally by like almost 0.8 of a second actually, in Sector 1 alone.
And Griffiths is kind of dropping Turner as well. Actually, I'll tell you. So he could be on for a good result here. He's at the moment only going to lose. I think he is at the moment going to lose position to Simba, but he'll lose positions to Turner and Jam. But maybe not many more than that. So it could end up working out quite well for Griffiths despite his penalty. But he's had an excellent race anyway. Started about P10, finds himself in P2. So shout out to Griffiths. Very good drive at the moment. And shout out to Elite for his recovery drive.
Yes. Also, reminder, ladies and gentlemen, DRS will be activated this lap now.
Yes, it will be. Obviously, won't be activated on this straight, but will be activated on all of the upcoming straights on this lap.
Good old Snakeway.
And good old Snakeway and Snake Avenue.
Yeah. Oh, the Mercedes is really getting into a battle as well, Sam. Holy crap. Crowding and Jam.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jam was the quicker in the first stint, but it looks like Crowding's the quicker in the second stint. Is that potentially because of the tyre wear? Because Jam did that undercut?
Yeah, it seems like the 2-lap younger tire is working a little better for Crowding as it stands.
And at the moment, bit of a DRS train, although Griffiths is just broken DRS from Turner. So, yeah, Turner does not have it on this straight, so...
Yeah, well, Griffiths is not playing the team game. He is using that battery. He's trying to pull away. But Turner...
Yeah, he's got his time penalty. I don't blame him. He's got his time penalty.
Yeah, the problem for Turner is he's trying to keep Jam off of him.
Yeah, and I think that's not going to last for long, I don't think. I think Jam looks like he's very much sizing up a move.
Well,
Does Turner have DRS? But Turner just gets an excellent exit. He gets really, really good exit out of the final corner every single lap, Turner. I don't know what it is, but he's absolutely rapid out that final corner. And that's kind of what's keeping him in it.
Yeah, it's just this Sector 1 on the pad, man. He's got to get it right or 5 more times, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah, because there's only 5 more laps in this race. I didn't even realise.
Yeah. He went a little slow there out of 9 and 10.
Yeah.
I don't think that compromised
Griffiths is also
much,
on pad as well. Griffiths is also on pad as well, so he's managing Sector 1 really, really well. Has to be said.
So Team Aston is Team Pad is what you're saying.
Team Aston is Team Pad indeed, yeah.
Wow. That has to be quite the impressive showing right now, holding 2 of the 3 podium positions on a fucking pad.
Very much so. But it potentially is gonna change, because Jam is right on the back of Turner now. And I don't think Turner will have DRS on this straight. So, as he nearly loses it there. Yeah, I think he's going to be coming under attack from the Mercedes driver. Is he going to let him go here?
Oh, that was some hard! Oh, boy.
Oh, Jam's not going to be happy with that one.
Oh, boy.
That was close.
That was
very, very close.
That was Verstappen-Hamilton-esque, wasn't it? That was some deja vu for me right there.
Let him pass, let him pass, and then just like moves to the side.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't... so the Mercedes aren't really playing ball either. It's crowding with this time penalty. It's shot right past Jam. But yeah, that's a weird one.
Just going to show the ladies and gentlemen a replay of that, actually. So we were on board with the Mercedes. He looked like he was going to go up on the inside of Snake Avenue. And yeah, the Aston, I don't know, kind of. I mean, for a loss of words, he kind of just shut the door. Was it legal? Was it illegal? Let the stewards find out.
Yeah, I mean, you are allowed one defensive move, but at the same time, when you have that level of overspeed like Jam had, moving like that in front of a car on a straight it can potentially be dangerous. It is certainly one that I think the stewards will look at, but it is certainly one that the stewards will look at. But thankfully, no harm came from it from Jam. He managed to avoid it, and I think, I mean, as well, it's a very risky game from Turner himself doing that, because well, if it goes wrong, if you make contact, that's your your P2 gone with Griffiths' penalty.
Yeah.
So yeah, as
well, I mean, Turner is losing a little bit of time
on Simba.
So
is Ham going to lunge it on Simba now? No, he isn't.
The big thing that I'm interested in, dude, is because of the fact that Griffiths wants to have it, like, actually pull away. We have 3 laps to go still. Crowding is putting pressure on Turner. Crowding actually is going to make the move on Turner. This could give Griffiths This could give Griffiths P2, just because if Crowding can hold off Turner, you know, just keep extending.
He's got to worry about getting P. I think he's got to worry about getting P3 first, to be honest, because Jam is still within that penalty window.
It's true. But now that Crowding is there, I don't know. We'll obviously have to see here. Corey is gone, by the way.
Currently is similar. Yeah, Corey is well and truly gone. We kind of expected it. But yeah, he's absolutely bolted. He's got the fastest lap as well, so could be getting 26 whole points. Could SLR Corey.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe this fact, but apparently it will be Corey's first podium of the year. Or the season, sorry.
Yeah, in F1 cars, it would be his first podium of the season. Oh, Turner apparently had to change the batteries on his controller.
Yes.
So that's... Oh, Griffiths has made a bit of a mistake, it looks like, because Crowning's got in his DRS. So that's all chance of that gone. That is all chance of that gone, and now suddenly Griffiths is going to potentially be defending from Crowding.
Uh-oh.
He must have made a mistake. He must have made a mistake there, because he was 1.5 seconds ahead of Crowding, looking like he was potentially going to get a really strong position. But now, the Mercedes driver is making the move.
Yeah. Very nicely done from Crowding. I mean, regardless, I mean, it does suck that they have the time penalties, but at least we're getting to see some good driving on track.
Yeah, it's a pad 2, 3, 4 in the race, so yeah, certainly not what I expected. I do think Turner is going to get P2 though. I think he will on penalties, unless he picks one up now in the last couple of laps. Might not be ideal.
Well, he has one really difficult part to get. I think if he can get past Sector 1 on the final lap, I think I don't want to jinx him, but he's looking pretty damn good. Pad OP.
Yep. And yeah, let's give it a little bit of time to Corey as well, because there's not really many battles happening. Yeah, what about Corey's drive? I think he has got pole position. He has led every lap because of that safety car. And he is on course for the race victory with the fastest lap. It would be a complete grand slam for SLR Corey if he was to convert this. And yeah, he's been a very good drive from him and has very much saved me from the Chile and Tabasco. Because Turner is on course for P2.
And as every arcade video game would say, final lap!
Indeed, yep. Yeah, final lap, and I mean, yeah, Crowding gaining 9 positions in the race is pretty spectacular. But yeah.
Man, we gotta give props to Turner. It's just, I mean, oh, fuck off. I can't. I'm not giving props to Turner. 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 He almost lost it. We're not giving props to Turner yet.
I was gonna give props to Simba, but I'm waiting. because he's on for P4 after penalties, I believe. And that would personally be my driver of the day. As Turner, definitely not giving props to Turner because he's lost DRS. He's lost DRS to Griffiths.
Well, is Jam gonna get in?
I'll tell you what, Jam could make the move for that P2 spot on the final lap, and Griffiths potentially could get crowding for P2, or at least an on-track P2 on the final.
He's got the speed! He's got the speed! Jam, going around the outside!
Can he make the move? Turner
going defensive!
He's going to go for the switchback. Can he get the switchback? It's going to be so close up towards
He's
the
got
line.
it! He's going for it! He's going for it!
Turner
No!
gets it.
Oh my god.
Wow, what an ending.
That was the battle for P2, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. The battle for P2. Turner just... Oh my god. What was it? Yeah, it was a battle, pretty much.
And Griffiths and Crowning dropped to P7 and P8 after their penalties. So that is... That's awful from them. They had such a good race, but they're down in P7 and P8. Yeah, I mean, Corey wins by 7 seconds. Can we echo Marsh's Marsh's thing he said in qualifying?
Yeah.
I think we should.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, true. Also, I think we can give props now to Turner and Simba.
Yep, definitely. Turner
Holy
makes it 3
fuck.
P2s in a row this race. 3 P2s in a row. That is very impressive stuff. Being well and truly the most consistent driver so far this season. Gains further points for the championship.
Damn. Ow.
I'm just going to get them in the party now, the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, my personal driver of the day is Simba, I think.